not be a slow connection, but that's what they're telling me. You see this TV behind me though? This TV, I don't know what to do with it because it works and it was working when I went out of town and then it stopped. It will not turn on. I even changed the batteries in the remote and it's done this before. As soon as I'm like, I give up. I'm getting a new TV. It's only maybe 2 years old. So if you guys help me troubleshoot, why is it doing that? I cleared everything off from in front of it, but it still won't turn on. I wish we could go back to the old days where all you did was pull the knob to turn it on. And I don't even care if there's just like 3 or 4 stations. That's what I grew up with. We had what? 2, 4, 7, sometimes 13 and channel 9, I think. Do we have channel 9? I think so. One was from Canada. So yeah, we grew up with limited selections. It's not like now. And I am totally fine. Just let me watch my news. I was in Kansas, so I am so out of the loop on what is going on. So what's been going on in the news? Guess what? Chicken butt. You got me. What's up, Skate? Tell me. Tell me. So Skate's got some news. Your dog bit you. Your dog did a new trick. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear. And thank you for that thumbs up. The more you guys like and comment, the more it helps. Your puppy stopped bothering you. I put her on a retractable leash and she wasn't biting me at all. Nice. About time. Good deal. Yeah, Skate's got a puppy. How old again? I'm sorry. It doesn't stick in my head. 4 months? That sounds too old. My comment, some moments don't need biting. Let's see. Dixie's already sleeping. She's so funny. We were at my mom's house moving, and when she wants to go to bed, she wants to go to bed, and she has her way of telling me it's time. And for the longest time, she's slept in my bed. We're talking decades, not quite, but last 8 months or so, I think, maybe arthritis or something. She really hasn't slept in my bed. Except one time she got sick, and I think she was trying to snuggle up to me. And then the other time, what was it? Either I was sick or I just came back from out of town. But, so she really doesn't sleep on the bed anymore. But we were, at my mom's, and she's like, no, this is my room. And she hopped up on the bed, which is a higher bed, too. She's exactly 3 months old. Okay, I'll try to stick that in my head. All I needed was to put her on a retractable leash. There you go. Amen. Yeah, give her some room, but not too much. And that's why we talk about boundaries. Boundaries are important because otherwise it either tests the limits or confuses people. They don't know what is up with our relationship with them, so it is good to set boundaries. And Dixie, come on, good pup. Dixie! So, is this Luke? Yes, you are, Luke. How are you? That will bring them in. What will bring them in? You had a great day. What's going to bring them in? Turtle Time's here. So, Dixie, is that what you're talking about? So, I'm so glad. Yes, when we get puppies, that's the thing. Like, if Dixie ever passes away, I don't know. Like, a puppy is a lot of work. I'm so blessed with her. Like, she just stays in the yard, and she's so easy. Dixie, come on! Come on, good pup! But I'm tired of being desperate. So Luke, are you being serious? Like desperate in which way? As far as dating, let's talk about it. So if you let me know which way you're desperate, I can help you with some resources or some tips and tricks. So Jennifer, look at all that love. That's beautiful. And don't quit. Amen. Yes, dating. All right. So here's the first thing I need you to do. Don't be desperate. It's going to come off as a vibe. And I know it's hard, but just be content with yourself. When we start getting anxious or desperate, that's when we either overextend ourselves or we get a little irritated, like, what do you mean no? And I see that love coming. Who is that? Who is that? So dating, just have confidence in yourself. Confidence is so sexy, and definitely don't push it. I'm assuming you're male. Women. I think we're kind of spreading where there's more like conservatives, and then also women that are the exact opposite of conservatives. So just know who you're talking to. Treat them like a lady. And yes, I thought you were male. But can I ask how old you are? Skate, and if you're not comfortable, that's okay. You don't need to tell me. But a puppy is a lot of work. But thinking of the day our pets die is a sad thought. I like to avoid. I'll be broken when mine dies. I get it. I get it. You're 22. Yeah, so you got a lot of hormones probably kind of guiding you as well. And I look like, no, Kyle, guess what? I get to kick you out. Come back when you're behaving. All right, I just timed them out. And you're 33. All right, so dating. Can I ask where you're trying to find the people? Are you meeting them organically, out and about? Sometimes it is hard meeting people. They kind of frown upon work relationships because sometimes too, if you guys break up, it makes it hard. At church, awesome. So can I ask what you feel the struggle is, and then we'll go from there. Kung Fu, he's behind out of this chat. Yes. Yep. Right. Oh, Kung Fu? Yeah, Kung Fu. I get it what you mean now. You're gone. Chop, chop. Starboy and Brian, oh my goodness, how are you? Look at that. The dating can be hard, I do not suggest, this is me, I know some people have found the love of their lives using dating apps. How long does my TikTok review take? Till the 9th. So hopefully I'll hear back. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong, but it comes kind of like a play on words. So I got in trouble without them knowing. And it's like, I'm afraid to explain it to you guys because I don't want to get flagged again. So, great man, it'll all be all right. And I was watching this other guy too. Come on, Dixie, come on, honey. He was saying he used to make 7,000. Good pop, come on. He used to make 7,000 a month, and now he's down to like 400. I do not make that. I'm not even monetized on TikTok yet. But I do get tips. The tips are nice, but what is it? Like they take such a huge portion. So FB and YT is definitely more fair. I think they do it like a 70-30 split. But hurt. I am 55. So yes, kick them out. So it'll be all right, Gray Man. Hurt? What do you mean hurt? You are hurt? No, it wasn't. It was a misinterpretation. Of course, they said something which got me to say something. They were trying to be inappropriate, but I did it the appropriate way. But TikTok doesn't know like sarcasm and all that kind of stuff. So, can you give me your Cash App? No. No, but Charisse, I have a cousin Charisse. You don't hear that name very much. She spells it with a C, but I'm saying it the right way, right, Charisse? That's so cool. I have a cousin Charisse. And look at that smile. But, so yeah, I do have mods, but one is extremely sick right now. And then the others are just not here right now. But you need my help? All right, how can I help you, my grandchild? I am a grandma. So, Brian, I don't know what those signs are. Is that a different language? I accidentally fell into my girl. You're so confused. GMA? Is that grandma? You're so confused about what? Come on, Dixie. She's sleeping. What are you confused about? But just have confidence and develop rapport first. Don't just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, do you want to date?" Kind of, feel it out. Are they possibly interested? If you say hi, are they like, hi? Or are they engaging with you? Think of some things ahead of time to talk to the people, or if there is a church function, just say, hey, I was thinking about going, are you going? And, sit next to them, ask if you can sit next to them. I try not to argue, I just block them, so I tell others to do the same. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we had we had a crazy night last night. That was not good. And greetings, Meg. Hello, how are you? So I want to tell you how I think I poisoned myself accidentally. All right, so how I was out of town. This is bad. My stomach hurts so bad today. And I was out of town. I told you guys about my water situation. Got new pipes, not throughout the house, but so anyways, I got my water softener. There's 120 pounds of salt. I bought the rust remover. I was out of town for a week. This is personal, but my toilet I cleaned before I left, and I bought that toilet 3 months ago, so it's a new toilet. Plus, I cleaned it, consistently. But I was out of town, and because of the rust, it's like red, orange. Um, am I going to go to the doctor? I don't know yet. It's your first time being here. Awesome. Good to have you here. Feel free to subscribe. I'm not out of town. I'm out of my mind. I feel you on that. So I came back from town out of my mind. So anyways, I took a shot. Okay, so I had a cup of coffee, and I did something in the sink, and the water was kind of black, but I washed my hands, and then I go to take my shower, and I'm like, what is up, like, with my hands? My hands look like black, kind of. So I'm like, I don't know. So I try to wash it off, and it was kind of hard to get off. But then I looked down at my legs, and my legs are like coated in black. I'm like, what is going on? And then my tub, you can see that there's like black water. My legs are black. My hands were black. I got that off, but trying to get it off my legs. And then I'm like, my water. And somebody said last time it was mold or something growing in or algae. I think they said it was algae. So my cup of coffee probably had algae in it. I brushed my teeth. And I think that's why Dixie's not feeling good either. So I let the water run. It should be fine now. But I think I drank a bunch of algae today with creamer. Okay, so do I like New York or Miami? To live, or the sports teams? I'm not sick. I think I poisoned myself. So, my gut just is hurting. It's been hurting all day, and it shouldn't. Ixnay on the oopsie-day. Exactly. Ryder, we got some pig Latin going on. Ryder says, hey, Cynthia, good to see you again. What ended up happening last night with the TT? TT, I tried logging in. I'm still in trouble till the 9th. It is under review. But they obviously haven't watched it yet. So we'll see. We'll see. But the only thing is I don't get tips. So doing the live, it's nice to get tips. I'm not monetized on TikTok yet, but it also gets me new followers. That's why I do it, trying to grow the channel. But life will go on. Life will go on. And you never know. I don't get tips every night either. So for a week, it's okay. But Doc, hello. Thanks for the compliment. And UB, didn't you say earlier that you wanted? All right. Behave. I could kick you out, but behave. Kid from paradise. That might mean you have a lack of blood. Oh, could be. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, because it's very uncomfortable. And Lip says, we love your stream. Shout out to, yep, you're kicked out. I'm not stupid. All right. Jeez, oh no. TikTok under review to the night till the ninth, yes. And hello, Grace, how are you? LG is greenish and it was black. Yeah, I think it's mold. Somebody told me LG, but it's probably mold. I probably drank a bunch of mold. I probably have brushed my yeah. Well, you can do baking soda, you can do all sorts of things, but yeah, I feel like throwing up all day, but it's like really cramping. But Skate, how are you doing? So Skate's a girl. Good to see you again. Yes, Ryder, thanks for saying hello to her. And Mark, hello. Brian, Liam, I'll try to remember that. Oh my goodness. How's it going, Liam? Skate says, I'm good. My stomach hurts from eating too much, from not eating all day. Ay, ay, ay. So what did you have? And Skate saying, what's up, Ryder? Martyr, hello. Yes, I'm also Cynthia. You can call me a soul also, but yeah, Cynthia, Liam. And who's Brian? Who's Brian? Was that the one I kicked out? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, Liam. Doc, hello. Do you have any solo chat? Having a crazy night. Would love to chat. Need that good energy. I do one-on-ones. So if you would like to schedule a one-on-one, let me know and I can do that. But I do charge for that. So if you would like, you can pay for it and I'll log off and just give you a one-on-one. Ryder says, oh, that sounds awful, Skate. Stomach pain is the worst, but I'm glad you're doing good. Other than that, I'm doing great. I love that. So if you would like a one-on-one, I can set that up. Martyr, am I a teacher by chance? Why? Because you see the whiteboard? Yes, I've been a teacher, but this is our donation board. If you guys donate, you get your name on the board. Also, if you do the link in bio, you can join my school community. But yes, I am a teacher. She's been attacked by a vampire. Uh-oh. That's not good. Poor Cynthia's stomach hurts too. We got that soul connection. Skate. Really, Cynthia, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better too. I know, what a dumb way to feel like crap. Yeah, because I heat my coffee mug up and I'm feeling sick, but it'll get better. That's not good. If it was black mold, I would please tell your doctor. I know, I probably need to go in because I did take a nap, and I just don't feel the best today, but Brian Spy. Nice. And hello, you have a channel. Awesome. What's your channel about? Could we chat? Yes, if you would like. When do you want to do a one-on-one? Type yes, one-on-one, and I'll tell you how to sign up for that. And then I will log off and give you an hour. But what's up, Sally? Martyr, I've always had good grades. Oh my goodness. Skate says, I ate 5 pieces of orange chicken and 1 piece of pizza. Yum, yum. I haven't had orange pizza in a long time. I wonder if, yeah, it's not related to bowel movement. It's just like the cramping. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's irritated. But Sir Brian Dabios Gilbert. So yeah, it's just it's not based on that. It's based on me poisoning myself. Yes, ma'am. I would let me know more info. All right. So Skate, can you type this for me? Do you have PayPal? Let me ask if you have PayPal. Hey, how goes it? It goes pretty good, other than I poisoned myself today. Accidentally. Doris, howdy. Hurry. So if you have PayPal, let me know, and I'll let you go ahead and pay for that, and then I'll log off and we can do it. Or there's a different way. If you want to join the school community and sign up that way, is it? So no, this is my thank you board. If you guys donate, you get your name on the board. And I do have a cousin in Russia, Neola, and she sings in their opera. But Skate says because the other colored molds are deadly, but black mold aren't. But I know black mold is. Okay. So, do you have PayPal though? If the other guy gets an hour, I just need a few minutes. So, what's your channel now? Cynthia doing business. I know. I could use the money because, yeah, I gotta get my windshield fixed now. So, let's see. I'm trying to think the easiest way to do this. So, skate. I want you to type this. Can you type this for me? GABRIELLES, and then hit enter. Or wait, well, it's okay if you already hit enter. Now do costumes, COSTUMES, and then, so that's the first part, and then it'll be at, and then we got the G, and then we got the mail. So Gabrielle's Costumes. That's the PayPal if you want to do one-on-one. So if you want to send $65 for the hour, and feel free to go to that link, and then we can do the hour. But I am on the floor right now. So, Gray Man. My favorite animal. I like horses. I think he left because he's not responding anymore. Could be, might have been a troll. Don't have PayPal at the moment. Do you have Cash App? I can give you my Cash App. So, Doris, I'm in Texas. Anybody live in Texas and chat here? Because close by, that would be awesome. You have mountain bikes. Nice. Oh, he's there now. Yeah. I got a personalized, specialized. And then I have a headlight. That sounds fun. Gee, good job, Skate. Yeah, so the Cash App is the cash, and then Gabrielle's Costumes. Super easy. Who would win a fight in the Mandalorian or Master Chief? I've never even seen Halo. So I don't know. Luke Skywalker. I don't know. Yeah, I did good. I did when I feel like writing sometimes. I don't feel like writing at all. That's how it goes. I feel ya. So Penguin quit, kid, I am proud of you for quitting. Definitely quit, but I have to remove you since you are under 18. So I'm going to put you, but I'm proud of you for quitting. Oh, they asked, what's my advice for quitting? Talk to your parents about it. Oops, I read that wrong. But I already got rid of them. But, so, yeah, I can talk to you, Doc. If you do the Cash App, you do the $, and then Gabrielle's Costume, $65, and we can set that up right now. Guys are here for the radio. That's where Texas is, that, because I had the rodeo, and I can give you some detailed information. But I'm literally not far from anybody. So I'd be careful just meeting people out the internet. I don't think that's a good idea. But do I understand correctly that you specialize in narcissistic abuse? Yes, Linda. So if there's any questions you have, please let me know. I also know about the different mental illnesses. I started studying because a lot of people think their person is a narcissist, and sometimes it's something different. So also with comorbidity, they could be more than just a narcissist. Look like, well, thank you. I am pretty cool. I appreciate that. Jeff, hello. And, oh, Jeff, what was the guy's name? Was it Jeff Johnson? No, it was John Jeffries. Never mind. There was a radio DJ, John Jeffries. But good to have you here, Jeff. It went away. What the heck? I rewrote it all, and it took my comment. Oh, it took your comment down. Oh. Or you can donate here. You can donate $65. I'll take the hit. But yeah, if I see the $65 pop up, I'll go ahead and log off. You can go ahead and do that. This would be my 93-year-old mother who is getting worse about by the minute, but she was like this always, just not quite this bad. Ah, thank you. But is that just a number? Is that just a number? Laram, thank you. So, I appreciate that. Thank you for that gift. That makes me smile. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll still write you on the board. So, Laram, let's get this going. I appreciate that. Is it Laram? And let me get a darker marker. But I appreciate that. It makes me smile. There we go. I think I spelled it right. It came up quick. Thank you. So does she have any issues with like dementia or fear of death, or is she frustrated with her inability to get around or losing eyesight, all that kind of stuff? Yeah, it'd be nice if as they get older that they're more appreciative of things that others do for them. Can I ask what kind of things that she does? Is it just you can never do anything right, or does she snap at you? What kind of things does she do that makes you think she's a narcissist? Or at least narcissistic. Ryder says this is the channel, in fact, for narcissists and any other mental health disorders. Linda, you came to the right place. Cynthia has answered any and all of the many questions I've had. Ryder up. Appreciate that. Thank you. I am aware of my spelling. Oh, did they say something? Don't worry about the spelling. Not needed. She got the picture and it took it as a compliment. Yes. Yes. Definitely don't worry about that. Oh, Laramie. I did it the wrong way. What did I think? Laram. I was way off, Laramie. Or Lamari. Laramie. Okay. Laramie. There we go. Thank you for that 100. That makes me smile. Ryder says, I think Doc left. So I'm sorry. No, not a problem. That's how you figure out who's legit and who's not. And based on what he said, yeah. But Laramie, thank you. Oh, another heart. You just want to see if I spell your name. So you get another heart. Thank you so much. Ryder, I saw them in the chat. I decided to go back to subbing. What made you decide to go back to subbing? Are you picking a certain grade? So Ryder says, yeah, me too, Skate. Since then, he hasn't responded. Maybe he's just trying to get PayPal, though. So I don't know, but he never responded to asking. But could be. I saw him type not too long ago. Doesn't look related to the session, though. We shall see. Linda, lots. I'm going to use text to talk to text. So every time I do that, I can't hear anything else. Okay. Okay. So, Kira, oh my God, girl, you are gorgeous. Tell me how you're so gorgeous. Like, what? I wish, well, my goodness, you made my day. I just woke up. That's how. Thank you. You are sweet. And Linda says, even growing up, nothing I did was right. I was never good enough. She always compared me to other people. A lot going on. I didn't fully understand how bad it was until I came back. I thought that's just the way our parents were. Well, there is some generational stuff. They were raised different. Their traumas are going to be different than yours. But it seems either she's trying to live vicariously through you, like you should be pretty, you should be educated, you should be this, you should be a ballet dancer because she wanted to be a ballet dancer. Like her dreams go through you. And then when people do things differently, that could cause problems too. Some people see it as disrespect, but it's just a different way of doing it. But no, Diddy Man, I'm not mad at you, but we have to change the way this goes. So, Skate says this because when you use talk to text, pauses the live stream, then you end up behind instead of the live in exact timing. That can be hard. I'm here, but I can't speak or tune in Like, what? Um, you can't speak or tune in like W. What's a W mean? Um, it's a talk to text. But yeah, if you want to donate here, 65, I'll log up and do the hour session. Linda says, so as far as like how our parents are, she she probably just has this vision in her head of what's the way things should be. Yeah, it's hard when you can't please them, but we have to realize that's something within them. Um, can you give me an example of what she feels is not good enough? Is it like the way you cook or the way you help her? Her hearing is terrible, and I think she can't hear me very well. Sometimes I think she literally has blacked me out, and she will cut me off before I can even speak. Um, so that is a narcissistic trait a lot of times, but with bad hearing, I know sometimes they are just trying to hear what we are saying. So if you're like, blah, blah, it's hot, she wants to know, are you talking about the coffee or the breakfast? So if you keep talking, she's going to be like, I don't even know what we're talking about. But if this is a pattern that she's always done, yeah, the silent treatment can be extremely difficult. So if you were to talk to her about hearing aids, would she be open to that? That's the thing, like sometimes, we have to have empathy for other people. It'd be nice if she empathizes. It benefits her, she can hear better, but it also takes away a lot of the stress. But to deal with that, I need to know a little bit more about some of the other things that she does. I can't take much more on thin ice between the both of us. So, like I said, there is a way to donate in live chat. There's like a money sign at the bottom. So if you want to do a one-on-one, we can definitely talk about it. But thank you for the compliment. Skate says, see, Ryder, he's still here. Yeah, sometimes people, it takes a while. But I do want to help you with your mother and the things that are going on with that. And we also have to remember, too, though, that, when we believe what they say to us, like it's not good enough, we have to realize not to take things personally, that it's something going on within them, and to not get triggered and to not over people please. You can say, look, set your boundaries. I will help you as long as, there's mutual respect, or I can do your laundry after I am done with dinner. I'm not going to get to it before then. And stand strong in your boundaries. And that's part of the lesson that we're meant to learn, is how to set boundaries. And it's hard. I know you don't want to walk away from your mom, from what it sounds like. But Skate says, oh, I love it when I get the silent treatment. I came back to care for her. That is extremely hard. Make sure she's able to hear you. Clarify, clarify that she's hearing you. Because that might be part of the struggle. And that can cause frustration where you're like, I'm sick of repeating myself. Clarify that she can hear you. And sometimes too, does she talk loud to you? But the silent treatment does cause brain damage. And, sometimes we have to remove ourselves, just say, if you don't want to talk to me, then I'm done helping for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Or whatever the situation is. Do you live with her right now or not? So, thank you, Diddy Man. Gray Man says, protect your peace. There's always a blocking button by clicking the name. So, Doc, all you have to do is $65 for the hour. If you donate that, I'll see it instantly. and then I can log off. Before we do that, I can let you know how to contact me to set up the Zoom, and we can do that. So if you're serious, there's a donation thing, and then that'll pay for it, and I'll get you a Zoom link. Linda says there's so much. I just maybe hoping you were going to be talking about mother-daughter narcissist relationship and things like that. So we can talk about that. We can talk about that. A lot of times, you know, two females together is, I think, can be the best relationship. It can also be the worst relationship. Women are more emotional. I think standards on women are harsher as far as like beauty standards and weight and, you know, even the way we cook or clean, like all those kind of things. It's hard being a woman. And then you got two women, you know, as you get older, you want to break free, kind of do your own thing, and then coming back to help, you know, your parent doesn't always see you as the adult, you know. So I'm not sure if your mother is full-blown narcissist. Does she lie to you? Does she manipulate you? Does she play the victim? Mostly I am completely drained and don't know how to deal with her. And I'll tell you what though, caring for elderly people, I did that. My dad had his leg amputated at the same time my mom had breast cancer, and my grandpa was 98 years old. So I took care of 3 elderly people at the same time. My parents luckily were so much more appreciative. They were good parents for the most part. Some stuff, I was too sheltered, but for the most part they were pretty good. My grandpa was very needy, because his wife had recently passed away at the age of 97, and like you could not leave the room. Like if he fell asleep and you walked out of the room, he'd be so upset, and he always wanted you to sit with him. So I get it. It can be exhausting, you know, the different medications and having to be patient and allow them to do certain things. So, you know, they still have a purpose in life. They still feel that they're accomplishing things. But does your mother have severe health issues? But the being drained, and this is the thing. What is it? Do you have your own home, or do you live with her? Do you have a support system? You're welcome here. I also have a link in bio where you can join our community, because it is good to have a support system. You know, I don't know how much care your mom needs too. Are you able to just pop in for an hour or two, or? Yeah, it's hard. I know for me, I was in the middle of nowhere. I was so secluded that even my cell phone didn't work, and I really didn't even get a break to go get a different phone. You know, so I was stuck in that house for 2 years basically. But no, you're not I'm not ignoring your messages. I said thank you, Diddy. So you just wanted to talk to me. So I said I'm not mad. Doris says, hey, I'm a special lady that I hate medicine all the time, so I can't do much at all. Can't drive, so it's even the thing I hate. I can't drive, but your mom won't let me. And this is the thing, you know, sometimes as an adult, we have to take care of ourselves. You know, sometimes we need to break that bond, you know, because we can allow people to control us, or we can take the necessary steps. If you really want to break free of it, though, you know, and there is my mom's email, so I know you guys are saying wrong name, but I just let us, like, people understand, actually, you didn't say what? What didn't you say, Skate? Menopause. We can talk about menopause. Is that what you're talking about, Tyler? Menopause, some people do struggle with that. Linda says, I have even written things down, and then she said, that's insult. Oh, and okay, so I don't want you to take that personally. My interpretation of what you're saying is you write things down like, hey, this is what I'm saying. And Babu, hello. So she's in denial about her hearing loss. And the fact that she's saying that it's an insult, you're not trying to hurt her feelings, but she's kind of embarrassed, doesn't want to admit that I'm losing my hearing. That's part of aging. And at being 93 years old, how does she feel about death? Is she religious? Does she believe in heaven? Or is she scared? Doesn't think about it? So I have a feeling the way she said it wasn't like the kindest way. Or you took it as like I'm trying to make things better. And, you know, it's hard. You're trying to communicate with her. And she could have said it nicer. But I think what it is she's trying to say, I'm in denial about my hearing loss. And a lot of times, too, things can be, they can feel like and I'm not saying she's not a narcissist, but I'm saying certain things when we have shame, narcissism is kind of like a shame-based disorder where they have to be perfect. They can't this, they can't that. And, you know, I got a lot to say on it, but I think based on that one, I think she's embarrassed that she's getting older, and it's frustrating to her. So on that one, I'd give her a little grace on that one. But if she's saying it rude, just say, okay, well, you know, it's okay to say it nicely. But yeah, some people get bitter in their older age. But try not to take that kind of stuff too personal. But if she is like yelling at you and calling you stupid for not knowing, you know, that she can hear or whatever, I would just be like, okay, I thought it might be easier for you, but if you prefer, you know, or you can even tell her, I understand that you know, but say it's difficult repeating it 3 times, and I want to make sure you know what information I'm trying to tell you. And you can even say, it just helps me. Put it on yourself. It just helps me communicate easier because I want to make sure. But I get it. It's like, does it have to be that big of a deal? Just read it. I think it comes from something inside her. Doris says, Andy, that's my real name. I know, you did tell me. It's okay. 6, 7. I know skate. Uh-oh. Ryder says I was going to say skate. I said I didn't see that either. You are a soul survivor of surgery. Amen. How long ago was your surgery? I know surgery has been amazing. All right, Mr. Destructive, based on your name and what you're doing, I'm going to put you in timeout. All right, so Linda says, I left my wife, my family to come back here to take care of her. I'm living in my high school bedroom being treated like I'm 12. So when you say you left your wife, is it just like a breakup or just time away? And is she okay with your type of relationship? Because sometimes too that can cause issues. But yeah, that's hard. And we have to be careful not to give up too much. Would there be any way you could take her back to your place? I know sometimes elderly people need their doctors and insurance type things if you're out of state. But maybe have a talk with your mom. Have you tried that? Have you discussed the things that are bothering you? How does she react to that? I know if she's a true narcissist, that makes it difficult. But as they become more dependent on you, it puts you more in a power situation. I would just say it with kindness, matter of fact. Put down the boundary. Say, look, I am here to help. This is what's going to happen. Also, be proactive on letting her know things ahead of time. I will get to the laundry at 2 o'clock. I will have dinner ready at 6:30 tonight. I'm running behind because da da da. Sometimes just letting them know. Anyways, I'll just listen to your chat. Maybe some things will pop up. That'd be awesome. Sounds good. Narcissism is tricky because you need 5 out of 9 traits. And not all narcissists are violent. They have, they're really good at hiding behind the mask, but usually the people that are closest to them are the ones that get the narcissism. And look at that, love. Thank you. So there are certain ways. It sounds like she's kind of avoidant too if she does the silent treatment. There's all different ins and outs, but if your person is a narcissist, a lot of times the best way to handle it is to be direct. Be direct, little cold, like not taking your shit. But when you start, Mom, that really hurt my feelings, and I was just trying to, make sure this was easier, and I thought that's why I did it, and I even used a black marker so you could see it, because I know your eyesight's not that good, and I'm not trying to argue with you, but I just really love you, and blah, 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 blah. They don't want to hear it. Just say, Mom, I wrote it because I thought it would be easier. I need to be able to communicate with you, and maybe ask her if she... I get that you feel you can hear, but let her know it seems like you're missing some of the things I'm saying, so this helps. You can listen, I will say it, but it's also written down. But, yes. So, Linda, my heart goes out to you, because I know that can be difficult. Because they are, in more of a state of need, and I give you a lot of credit for being there for her. Skate says, I was like, what did I say? No. Oh, I'm glad I deleted those. Diddy Man, yeah, I got rid of them. Thanks, Skate. Oh my gosh, Mr. Destructive. Good thing I kicked him out. And then we're going to kick you out too. You guys know better. Linda says, oh my God, you should see her throw herself on the floor when she's not getting her way. Okay, so yeah, we do have probably a narcissist. Okay, yeah, that's a sign. That's a red flag, big time. That, yeah, I would just be direct with her, like, okay, I can see you want your dinner now, but I told you it will be ready at 6. I will be back at 6 with your dinner. And, just don't fuel that. Like, oh my gosh, Mom, please don't do that. Or you're scaring me, or blah, blah, blah. Just be direct. If they don't get their way, say, this is what I can give you. And, or even offer options. If you want ice cream, then you're going to have to call somebody else to go get it. I am here. I will make your meals, but I'm not going to be running around doing all this extra stuff. You can call other people or Uber, whatever it is, DoorDash it. So kind of set the tone, and that's hard. We're used to obeying our parents type stuff, or at least trying to please them, and it's kind of a role shift, and it takes some adjustment. But a grown woman, especially 93 years old, should not be rolling on the floor. I kicked them out. I know. Isn't that crazy? I already did. I already did, guys. 24 hours. Linda says, I did have my own home and my husband and animals. Now I have a bedroom that she keeps threatening to kick me. Oh, she's even threatening to kick you out of it? Oh, Linda. Wow. I would just tell her, look, you kick me out. You're welcome to kick me out, but I am not coming back. Say, I'm here to help you. If you would like me to help you, you must stop threatening. Just say, if you say it, that's it. Yeah, I would lay down the law on that, and I would even say, if you even threaten it, I will take it as a complete statement and I will leave. So be very cautious on your words. And then you got to stick to it too. So feel what's good for you, or just tune it out, like whatever, sometimes too, to deal with these people, we have to decide, but we can protect ourselves by not feeding it, not taking it personal. I get it. It's so hard dealing with narcissists because they like to get a rise out of us. So try not to get a rise, to escalate it. And Skate says, say if we should throw spammers in the basement. Amen. And live with her again was not the plan. Yeah. What would you say is your biggest clash right now? Is it like your schedule? Is she too demanding? Is she high needs? What's the biggest issue with you guys right now? Oh my gosh, I'm glad. Wow, that was so crazy. Campoli showing love from San Diego, California. I love it. So yes, Mr. Destructive needs to he's making fun of my name now. I don't see him. Is he in here? I don't see him. Linda, I erased all the messages, so maybe you saw it before I did. Linda says, I'm going to listen for a bit while I navigate past her. Amen. Quietly. Why do I eat mice? I don't. They're learning how to count. That's right. Thank you, Gray Man. Ryder says, just waiting until she hits the message and removes them. Yes, it took me a little bit. Be patient. Yes. It's going to get real clear soon. Diddy says, this is a mental health channel, not a help people. Okay. Tyler, hello. Women who have more than 6 serious partners are 85% more likely to file for divorce. And it's not serious partners, it's sexual partners. But yeah, you are right. The higher the body count, the more likely they are to file for divorce. That is extremely true. They've done studies on that. So thank you for that. And part of that is, if you can just do it to do it, it's not as sacred, not as appreciated or connected. They're able to disconnect, and that right there is a red flag. They can disconnect, or they could be attention seeking. So there's also the comparison, whether it's size or technique, and sometimes it's not always big, sometimes they prefer small. So but techniques or scents, or so and so gave me flowers and you didn't, so pay attention also to how many kind of boyfriends, like where they dated for a while. There are patterns. So thank you, Tyler. You're very, very correct on that. Ryder says she's going to kick them all out. Yes. And Grayman retracted their message. Skate says they're going to look like telling ghosts to stop. Back and forth on death. Okay. Um, and that's the thing. I think it, if I'm a Christian, and I think religion gives you comfort in death. So she might be afraid. She might be afraid, and sometimes she might be wanting comfort, but it comes out in the wrong way. Um, Sometimes people push each other away. Uh, where they're like, I don't want to be a burden. But it sounds like she wants her way, and it sounds like you have a history of narcissistic type stuff. Um, yeah, the threat. Can can I ask? And if you're not comfortable, that's okay. But looking back, and I'm not saying it's your fault, but what was the trigger that gets her to say about kicking you out? Is it that you don't want to spend time with her, or you're not willing to do something? And that's okay if you're not willing to do something, but why? Can you notice a pattern on what is triggering her? Um, there are times, that a lot of people are like, protect yourself and this and that. But there are ways that we can handle people depending on the severity of the narcissist. And Dory says, yeah, I live with my mom, so anybody's going to ask what I'm doing with them. I can't leave out. I'm totally like, I can't read very much, but I can still drive. Ask him. And my name is Andy, so anybody looks at. Yeah, if you could change your name, that would help. Are you able to change your own, get your own channel? Yeah, because I'm really, really friendly. Actually a guy. I'm not a girl. So if anybody thinks I'm a girl, you got that wrong. Yeah, so you said Andy, right? Exactly, Skate. Did he man stop counting? But it's getting annoyed, yes. So I'm just kind of using this email. I get it. And Ryder is agreeing. And how's my hairline? It's doing all right. Thank you for asking. How long can you hold your hand? Well, probably a couple hours. It's just light. I am a burn victim though. The barbecue exploded on my 5th birthday, so yeah, I was burnt 55% of my body. So burns are no joke. Thomas says, how long? Yeah, Thomas, I am a burn victim, just so you know. The live is full of trolls, I know. Andy, yes. All right, Doris, I got to put you in timeout. No spamming. I'm tired of the spamming. I know, Ryder, yeah. And that's the thing, too, though, is as an adult, you should not be using your parents. Even if you live at your parents' house, you should not be using your parents' YouTube. That's why, so many live streams today that are evil tarot card readers. I just keep scrolling because I love Jesus. Amen to that, Summer. You got to be careful with tarot cards. That's demonic. And I think a lot of people, there is this one guy, this is what's so crazy. There's one guy who was asking people, he supposedly like put demons in people, and people were like paying him money. He's like, all right, I'm going to put a demon in you. And they're like, yes, master, da da da. And he kind of built himself up. And these people are like worshiping him and they really wanted a demon in them. So whether it actually worked or not, I can't prove that. That was on TT, but he did this whole little and cast in, but people, the whole part that I'm trying to say is people sometimes want control so bad, or they want to feel something, but to go to those extremes of, wanting something demonic. I get it. There's times we want answers, we want control, or to foresee the future. Be really careful on that because we're not supposed to know the future. And amen to that, Summer. Jesus is the way. ASD, narcissist, she puts people down all the time, and probably because of insecurity. Yeah, she's trying to build herself up, and um, antisocial. Um, so, oh, ASD. So has she been actually? It sounds like she's been diagnosed. So she's also, that's autism spectrum disorder, right? They process things differently. Um, Not wife life. Okay, all right. That's why I asked because you typed wife, or at least it heard wife, so that's why I was confused. I figured it out once you said you had a dog and husband, but I was gone too long. He got a new girlfriend, threw all my stuff out. So, um, I am so sorry. That's got to be hard. You sacrifice, and that's what's so sad nowadays too. Though is people don't take marriage vows seriously like they should. For better or for worse. Um, my heart goes out to you. So now you kind of need to rely on your mom in a sense for a place to stay. Correct. So we definitely have to work this out. And like I said, there are ways to handle narcissists. If she is autistic, though, um, she's going to like certain regimented things. And having you there um, kind of throws things off. Are you a very regimented person, or are you like me, where you just do whatever and little scattered, or sometimes if somebody has like ADHD, they might kind of put piles together and clean up later. So how long were you gone? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? Because um, and how long have you been back with her? Because there are adjustment periods. Um, I get it. We all have our different ways of living, and having extra people in the house, even if you love them, uh, can throw you off. And Linda, are you able to go out with some friends, even for coffee for a little bit? Are you still socializing? Um, So yeah, Diddy Man, I kicked him out. Skate says nothing is going on. I just like keeping with the chat. I can't with all the spamming. I get it. I get it. And did I already kick him out? I think I did. Skate. No, I mean, why is everybody spamming? It was crazy. Because they liked, and that's like, this world is becoming more narcissistic. Like, you can't even just do a live chat. People try to destroy what you're doing. I'm just innocently doing my own live chat on my own channel. And I think, we talk about the spiritual warfare. Um, a lot of evil in the world. They don't want people to succeed or do good or spread certain messages. And sometimes it's just playing around because they're bored and they don't have the empathy that they're hurting other people. It's also attention seeking, or how far can I push it? Ryder says it's really annoying though. So it will be really satisfying when she finally removes them all. Yeah, and with the retracted stuff, it still shows, that I retracted it. I get it, guys. I did. What? Richard, I'm going to put you in timeout. And G says, difficult to be direct with the narcissist when it's your boss. Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah. And that's the thing. Who is the narcissist? Is it a lover? Is it a boyfriend? Is it a husband, a child? But your boss. Oh, yeah. I've left some jobs because of narcissists, Uh, yeah, sometimes it's not worth staying. Um, uh, yeah. So what does your boss do? Just do they try to sabotage you or finally, yes, you are welcome. You don't have to tolerate a boss like that. We tolerate it because it's familiar. Amen to that. Yeah, if it's a job, they also say, change your job every 3 years, because a lot of times you'll increase your salary because where you hired in is going to be like you know, like a 3% salary increase a year. And then new hires can climb up the ladder. I did that. I made like 43 extra $1,000 a year by doing that. So it's hard, it's scary, but sometimes it's the biggest blessing, And watch out for those red flags. We don't have to tolerate everything, especially if it's not family. Um, so, thank you, Grayman. I agree. I didn't want to believe it till I saw her do it. Did I miss something? What did I miss, Linda? What didn't you want to see? I missed something. What didn't you want her to see? We have to have self-respect, not to be treated like that. That's true. Sometimes we're afraid of losing our job, of standing up. But once we don't stand up for ourselves, it can also be seen as a weakness, and they'll take advantage. And what they say, what we tolerate will continue. So we have to realize. But I know sometimes we're in that check by check situation, and also the job market. So I don't know. Maybe see what's out there. You know, take it day by day, but maybe start looking for something different. We don't have to do that. Sometimes we can tolerate it if it's like a once a month meeting that we have to have with our boss, but if it's constant, um, and if it's affecting your mental health, if it is affecting your mental health, I would suggest looking for a new job, because if the person is an actual narcissist standing up, they're going to make your life even worse. So, if I didn't do what she wants, and that kind of went through my head that you were talking about that. Like, what the heck are you doing? Um, yeah, and this is Linda. This is where you're going to have to be strong. Um, and just say, I'm here to help. And I don't know your financial situation. Sometimes we feel like we got to walk on eggshells because we need that place to stay. Do you have a friend or backup? Yeah, mom's got to stop threatening that. Mom has got to stop. I would just be real firm with her and say, do not say that again to me. Um, if you want me to help you, you cannot continue saying that. So, nope, I don't think you're mad. You're not mad, Skate. And Emperor, hello. Linda says she will need to go to a nursing home without me. And there's times, that's what's going to happen. You can even bring that up to her. Like, look, I really care about you. I'm here to help you. But, if you kick me out, we're going to have to put you in a home, for your sake. Or if she starts getting bad. I know some people don't want to do that. My mom's actually thriving. She's in it's basically an apartment. It is an apartment, and then they have dinners that they provide and breakfast. And she has thrived. She looks more vibrant. She looks more alive. Because she was kind of like how I gave you that picture of my dad, amputated leg, pacemaker. 2 forms of leukemia, on and on. My dad had a lot of health issues, and it was real scary. Um, and so, also taking care of her father. Her father died in her living room on hospice at home. Um, and then now she's able to socialize without the stress of basically death uh, looming around her. Like, when is this going to happen? Um, it might be something that's good for your mom too. Uh, how dependent is she on you? Like, is she able to shout? And we got, 93, if they like leave the stove on, or it can get dangerous. Um, no, you don't seem mad, Skate. I don't know what he means. I agree. So I will be skipping over messages as I need to keep the chat flowing. I'm getting better at how to react, and yeah, it's something that we got to do where, you know, stand strong, and we especially as women, we're not as used to that. Um, we have like the softer side, and there are times we gotta put on our big girl panties and lay down the law, um, and that's hard when it's your mom, you know. And it's kind of like, can't we just get along? Like, I say hi, you say hi, I ask how your day is, you tell me, and it's just a relationship. And it's kind of like squashing down that power dynamic, but in order to squash down that power dynamic, sometimes we have to take a powerful stance, and it takes a while to balance. Ryder says, no, she wasn't, did he, man? Look, we really care about you and want you here, but it seems like contention really follows when you make comments like that. Yes, Skate did nothing wrong. I agree. Linda says, my own health is in jeopardy now. So that is a sign that you are dealing with possibly narcissistic abuse, or at least a toxic situation. You probably have stomach issues, or a hard time sleeping, or anxiety. Not eating right, either eating too much or not enough, or just not healthy. Yeah, your own health. Sometimes we bottle up, you want to just scream or whatever. You probably have, some emotions over your marriage. It sounds like he still has a dog, possibly. So you've had some loss, and going through it for somebody who doesn't seem to be appreciative can make it more difficult too. But your health needs to be a priority. For one thing, if you get real sick, you can't really take care of mom. Like I said, I don't know how much care mom needs, but maybe, give yourself some grace, take a nap, get mom set up and go take a bubble bath, get mom situated, and then take some time for yourself. Or exercise, go for a walk around the block. Weather should be getting better soon, and it is good to get outside. You get that vitamin D from the sun, and if you, ground yourself in nature, walk without your shoes, be a rebel. How was my day from Germany? You're from Germany. My day was good. Welcome. My name, das gut, or my day was gut. Das gut. Skate says I might have been slow in responding. Yes, we are all good. Gray man. It happens. We miss messages. I miss some, but I try to reply to them. Yes. There is the 6'1" lady. Yes, hello, Matt. You think Skate doesn't like me? Skate adores me. Summer says, live streams have a lot of tarot card readers, and I keep scrolling because I love Jesus. I agree. I guess not. He said he's not. I'm very vocal. If I was mad, I definitely say it. Yeah, you're a feisty one. Ryder says, yeah, and I saw no indication you were mad. Exactly, yeah. I think he's just misinterpreted it. Could be. Gray man, I wasn't paying to Skate, so I don't know. I was messing with the trolls. So Linda says, I think she knows her boyfriend is waiting for her in heaven. Yeah. So she's already lost her love. How long ago did that happen? Sometimes she could still be grieving too. And sometimes when we grieve, we're a little bit more on edge, feeling lost. There's things that go on in the brain, whether it's brain fog, rumination, depression, all these kind of things, and our brain doesn't fire the same when we're going through that stuff. And that affects relationships. That's why when you have a relationship with somebody that is going through some mental illness, it will affect the relationships, even if it's anxiety, depression, all those kind of things. And then you get the personality disorders. Skate says, I don't have a problem with anyone. Don't appreciate someone telling me how I feel, though. I get it. Okay, it was just that I noticed. I'm going to skip over. Let's not argue on this chat. Linda says, not being at her beck and call when I don't let her actions get to me. So she's trying to get a reaction. She is definitely trying to get a reaction. Maybe she's wanting to feel special, or for your actions to calm her frustration that she's getting older. Yeah. I would kind of set up a schedule with her. I will get you dressed at 9 o'clock. I'll bring you dinner or breakfast afterwards. Or would you even give her some control too? Would you like breakfast before or after I help you get dressed? Whatever your situation is, give her a little bit of control that works within your schedule. Would you like me to help you watch TV before or after we have lunch? Would you like to sit on the back porch? I can help you with that at 3. Kind of just give her a schedule and give her like some choices and say, this is how it is. And let her know that if you need anything else, if it's an emergency, but I got some stuff I got to get done too. And then also be proactive. Maybe put some crackers or some water by her bedside. And some of it is doable if we, kind of make it comfortable for both people. Skate says, you're good. Glad it's all cleared up. Yes, Linda, the more I try to stand up for myself, the worse she gets on the threats. Yeah, she's testing you. And you got to stay calm. Don't let it trigger you, and just say, this is how it's going to be. I told you, if you say it again, I will leave. Or whatever. And you got to be careful. I don't know your situation. I do not know your situation. And maybe it could even be worded differently. Maybe the way you're standing up for yourself is triggering to her. So if you can say it in a different way, sometimes it's like a magic trick. And not that anything you're saying is wrong, but narcissists, I did a video about how they think in reverse. She's going to think completely different than you. She's going to take offense to things that should not be offensive. She's going to, they don't like being bored. So they will stir things up. They kind of thrive in chaos. So when things are going good, they make them worse, Keep standing up for yourself. Maybe word it in a different way. Especially now because she knows I have nowhere to go. Yeah, she knows she can mess with you because I lost everything and spent all of my savings coming out to take care of her. Check into this. There is something. I didn't do it, and I kind of wish I did. There are some funds available if you take care of a parent. Look into that because you might be able to get some money for that. I was told to kind of do it, but I'm like, I don't think I'll qualify. But there are times you can get paid for just staying at home and taking care of mom. So I want you to do that this week. Mega says, good afternoon from North Sumatra, Indonesia. Nice. My mom made Indonesian food for Christmas one year. But yeah, that's not fair. She knows she's got you kind of trapped. So you do have to be careful. Um, you know, uh, yeah, it's, I wouldn't feed into that, you know, just, I would just ignore that. You know, she says it and you need to stay there. Um, so I was so sorry to hear that. Yes. I think you're talking about when I'm a burn victim. Is that what you're talking about? Or did I miss something? I think that's what you're talking about. Liberal says, I'll try to catch up, guys. I think I'm behind. Most tarot readers. All right, Liberal. I got to kick you out because that's, for one thing, probably not statistically true. Did I just do the wrong person? Okay. Linda, have you tried not saying one word? Act like it doesn't hurt you. I learned from experience. Now they're off my back. Yeah, the only thing is I hate the silent treatment. You can gloss over certain things though. What did your sister say? As long as it's appropriate, don't have me kick you out. What did your sister say? Linda says she asked me to come here. I drove 2,200 miles back to the desert health hole for her. Yeah. And maybe even say something like, "Look, Mom, I know you're frustrated, but I'm doing the best I can." You know, um, and just leave it at that. If she said, "Well, and just say, I'm doing the best I can," and just keep repeating it. I'm doing the best I can. You know, I'm here to help you, but yeah, don't let her control or try to trigger you. And I think. It would be natural for you to feel like I would just like some appreciation, like I went pretty far for you. And yeah, especially when she asked, you know, but set up like a schedule with her or some boundaries, and there's going to be tension when you do that for a little bit, but hopefully if you say it the right way, you know, kill them with kindness. Just be direct and not like, geez, Mom, you're being such a bitch. Just say, this is how I need to run it. I'm taking care of you because I love you, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is how it works. I'm sorry if that's not comfortable for you. I can make some adjustments, but what's going on, honey? Come here. Come on, good pup. She was coughing. Did you hear my Dixie? Pup, honey, Dixie. Come here, Dixie. What are you doing? Come here. Are you okay? Come here. Hi. You want to see Dixie do? 1 second. How's my stomach doing? Come here. Up, up, up. You see? Are you okay? Uh-oh. You got in trouble again. Did you get in trouble? Come here. She's acting weird. Are you okay? You see her? Yeah. What's going on? You okay? Did you throw up in my bedroom? You did. You did something wrong. You okay? You don't feel good? It's okay. I don't think she feels good. Oh, that's okay. But yeah, my stomach, maybe a little bit better. You were stepping into heat stroke yesterday. I have a feeling you're in Arizona. My heat exhaustion went that far, and she was still mad and yelling at me because she needed something immediately. And that's when you just started, look, I'm overheating right now, and I need to sit down. Yeah, just don't let that trigger you. And I know that's hard. It'd be nice if she had some compassion for you, but just go, I understand you need this. I will get it to you as soon as I'm not dizzy. Skate says I'm settled down. It was just hurting because I didn't eat all day and then suddenly a good amount. Just my stomach fighting me. Yes. And Joe, got to kick you out. I'm not even gonna go through and read because I kind of know what is an angel. How's it going? Are you okay, Dixie? Dixie's, come here, cuddle with me. Come here. She has not been diagnosed. Neither have I. My son has. How do you feel about yourself and your son? Your son has narcissism? Glasses, yes. You like them? High IQ, all of us. Okay. And sometimes high IQ can have higher traits too. So, also you can interpret things better, like more sensitive too. Ryder says, oh, okay, just wanted to make sure. Skate. Yes. Kendriel, why do I look like your fifth grade teacher from what school? It runs in the family. We think grandma was also. It could be. Some of it they do think is, is it nature versus nurture, but there is generational trauma. And they just did this one study where if mom had anxiety when she was pregnant with you, that you have a 15% increase in the size of your amygdala because of mom's stress. I haven't verified that study, but that's what I have heard. Y'all like brain. Yep. I like smart people. Not another spammer. Yes, I got that one out. I get that, and I have my way too. I've had to give up everything that works for me. Yeah, you got your way too. That's hard. Yeah, it just kind of set the tone, you know. 35 years, and it took half of that to get my own self-esteem from what she did to me as a child. How would you say you're doing now? Because I know getting back into that toxic situation can be difficult, but I can tell from your picture. It looks like you're beautiful. It's just a small little thing, but it looks like you're beautiful and kind, and you went above and beyond for your mom, and I think you have a good soul. You're trying to understand. You're not like, F mom, I'm out. You're like, I want to understand how to deal with it, how to cope with my feelings, and also take care of mom. So you're a pretty special person, Linda. Skate says, Ryder, we wouldn't send them to the basement. We would throw them down into the basement. Eat, eat. Ryder says, good point. Oh my goodness. And true, more. Yes. Linda says, I was getting out and working, but my health took a hit pretty badly recently. So it sounds like more than just a cold. Are you on the mend? Hopefully, but definitely take care of your health. Because dealing with narcissism can cause a lot of health issues. So definitely give yourself some grace. Sometimes even just limit. But sometimes we have to really understand our person. Are they acting out because they're lonely? Maybe we need to sit in there. Maybe read a book with her. It's I see a lot of like therapists and people where they just focus on the one side, but when we focus on both sides, that can be more helpful. But I would have a talk with her, give her some choices, so she feels like she has control and you're not like bullying her into stuff. Ryder says, completely agree. The fact that people take time out of their day to attack your channel, that is supposed to be a safe place. Yes. Talking about mental health, exactly. Yeah, I agree. It is disgusting. Linda says, I lost my job, my autism, and my boss deliberately tried to push me into an autistic meltdown. Um, Not cool. Not cool. So it's a blessing in disguise that you're not there anymore. And I'll tell you what, I have so much respect for people with autism. Is I think a lot of them have such, they like to follow rules a lot of times. They don't like to lie. Um, they're misinterpreted, misunderstood. Um, but I give you a lot of credit. So it is getting late. I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm going to try to catch up, and then I need to get some sleep. But hang in there. I don't know. Do you get any Social Security for autism? You might be able to get that. Alexander, I'm here, but nothing to add to the conversation right now. That's okay. We're glad you're here. Linda says throwing yourself on the ground or any other antics when she didn't want me to go out with friends. She screwed up my jobs. Yeah, it sounds like mom's trauma happened when she was 2 to 4 years old. That's my guess. Something happened because that's kind of like toddler-like actions. Um, do you know her history? Do you know the trauma that she's had? And sometimes too, like I talk about being a burn victim, I don't remember. I remember walking up to the barbecue, and then I remember being loaded into the ambulance, and then I remember being at the hospital where they're like scraping off my melted on dress. Um, but sometimes we don't really remember our traumas, and the tantrums kind of shows where she got stuck, where she changed. Zachary says, you did. Don't waste your money. Why am I live streaming at 56? I'm only 55. No help. Her only friend is fed up with her. Yeah, and that's the thing. They start losing people. And Grayman says that doesn't work. My siblings came out like my dad. Yeah, that can happen. Linda says she is also CDK stage 4. Ooh, since I came back. She's actually gotten better. See? And that's the thing, like sometimes we don't realize it. Maybe even just you being there is helpful to her, you know. The dementia is not that bad yet, mostly just forgetful with short term. I literally cannot talk to her without starting a fight with me. Cats and chickens, my health is more than just burnout. Yeah, I don't know. Are you able to treat it like you're just like a nurse? Like, I'm here, here's your food. How's your day going today? And kind of treat it more uh, like sterile instead of charged. And thank you, Schmeldington. I appreciate that. It was 90 plus degrees yesterday. I was on the edge of heat stroke beyond heat exhaustion. Yeah, that can wear you down, definitely. So 6'1" isn't tall. I'm in the top 1% of height for women. So you still beat me in basketball? Well, so can 5'2" people. I'm just kidding. What do I think? Anthony, I wish I knew more about it. I don't know enough. And try not to get too political. It's just sad. I just hate war. Skate says, skate adores me in that love and confidence. Yes. Oh, I'm way behind though. Linda says I now have to get access to some tests done, but it looks like possible temporal lobe seizures now. My head injuries, main head injuries and other things, but until I get tested, we'll see. Oh, goodness. Yeah, get tested. Did you have an injury that did this? That is causing seizures? It was interesting that I just did a skate was the reason I did it about having seizures. How there's a lower incidence of having schizophrenia, or it can kind of put that on the back burner and kind of put schizophrenia in remission. Not that you have that, but it's a pretty interesting thing about seizures. Definitely keep me posted on that, Linda. I'll be praying for you. Diddy says, why do I have to have all these mental health problems? They have ruined my life. Um, well, I would say it has not ruined your life because your life is not over. It has given you a chance to reflect on some things that need to change. I think a lot of times when we go through mental health challenges, some of it's generational, it's not fair, but we can actually, if we do it the right way, heal from it. We can become empowered. And, you know, I really think, you know, putting our faith in God, I do believe there's some spiritual warfare, but, you know, you have had some struggles, Diddy Man. I know that. I would still, even with medication, I would still try to do the healing aspect of it to, I don't know, I think it's a way to call us closer to God. And Linda says she can do a fair amount of things. I don't take that away from her. If she can do it, I let her do it. Yeah. Yep. And that's going to keep her being able to help care for herself. Sometimes when we coddle them too much, you get the muscle atrophy, all that. Grayman says, man, I had mental problems, but it isn't that bad anymore. And thank you for sharing that. There are times, you know, if you put in the work or even just life gets better, that the mental problems can heal. We can heal from that. We can become empowered. If you are struggling with certain things, though, like bipolar, sometimes schizophrenia, that you have to be proactive. Realize that lack of sleep can cause triggers, or how alcohol can affect you, you know, and stress, all that. So be proactive on trying not to get you into that triggered state. I adopted a cat and he's insane. Oh, Booter. Oh, he's very cute. What'd you name it? And hello, Mrs. Bangs. Hello, how is it? How you doing, Pink Statue? Linda says I try to do or get things to help her with independence as she sees it as me picking on her. And just so you know, I thought it could help you. It's up to you if you use it, but it's here for you. And, you know, just know you're in your own heart. Like I did what I thought would help. And if she doesn't appreciate it, she doesn't appreciate it, but you did your part. So, you know, we talked about your self-esteem. I had the self-esteem to know that I did something nice. I did something that would help her. She doesn't like it. You know, just keep being you. And yes, I've already checked. Arizona is not pro take care of your parents. Okay. Not good. Pain and suffrage. A piece of food just came out of my nose. Oh, ow. Did you sneeze or what the heck? That's not good. Linda says I did come out and left because she was getting so hateful to drive all the way back to Virginia 1 year later. She called and asked me to come back again. And it's hard, you know. But yeah, there's some balancing that needs to happen to getting into better alignment to at least make it more tolerable. David, hello, is my stream with language translation. Hajime Mashite, Watashi no Namae wa Cindy Desu. How's it going, David? Linda, I like it when she gives me the silent treatment, which means she's not talking down to me. Yeah, some people are like, finally, finally the silent treatment. Amen. I get it. Is Dixie okay? I don't know. Are you okay, honey? I don't know. I think she's tired. Um, I don't think she felt the best today, though. Oh, so I'm not going to go ahead and get political. So I'm here and had a secret baby monitor. So if I hear if she needs something while I'm in my room. Oh, we don't even want to discuss how she thought it was okay to just walk in on me. Yeah, it's an entitlement. No, nothing. She just walked up and opened my door, and in my age, yeah. Maybe you can say, look, do you mind knocking? Or I would appreciate if you knock. Um, yeah, that's that mother-daughter thing. Sometimes she probably did that when you were a child, and she's like, "This is my house, and my house, my rules." So yeah, I think Dixie will be okay. Um, Maybe the water affected her stomach too. I don't know. Linda says my son does not have narcissism. He's very gifted. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's way better. Linda says I'm losing myself again. I'm trying to keep it, but it's hard. Do you have any siblings that might be able to help and let you take a break? Maybe you can go stay at their house while they come. You should listen to my funny Valentine, Studio Japan. Oh, okay. Linda says I try to communicate with her often, but she shuts me down. I get it. I am doing good, the best ever. Your name's fun to say. And Skate's brother has autism. Yeah, I get it. I'm going through that with a family member right now. No matter what you say, and it's just I get it. I get triggered too, But we have to try to refocus and not take things personal. That can be hard. We nailed it on my personality and the way I feel about things. I nailed it. We nailed it. Yeah. I know my heart goes out to you. I know that's not the easiest situation. The best that I know, don't go. I just got here. Wait about 30 more minutes. All right. I can't do 30 because I'm tired, but I'll stay on a little longer. Linda, yeah, I could go on her history too and her mother. But yeah, it's getting late. Linda, oh yes, I mean putting me down for as a reason for living. Oh, Linda, uh, yeah. And Gray Man, you can relate, but it was your dad. And there, yeah, you got two men, two women. Mr. Pink just scrolled here on the YouTube app. What are we chatting about? My channel deals with like mental health, narcissism, things like that, how to have good relationships. And hello, Bill. I'm going to have to log off pretty soon, though. Linda says one of my nephews has schizophrenia, but I believe it was drug and illicit drugs. Drugs? No, I don't have schizophrenia. Yeah, I didn't think you weren't presenting as having uh, schizophrenia. You just talked about the seizures. So yeah, I didn't think you had that. Yeah, schizophrenia. That can be a difficult one. Ryder says you're still pretty far up, so I don't know if you'll see my question, but I need to go to sleep. So I'll see you in the next live. All right, sleep well. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. You meant question, that's okay. Uh, it starts from childhood. Yep, it does. Linda says there are so many symptoms. I have a folder for all the symptoms and episodes, and stress is a huge trigger. Yeah, yep. And that's why you definitely need to take care of yourself. I think I've written down, as I remember them, mine different episodes when I hit my head. Some I was unconscious. Yeah, so definitely. I appreciate you too. And I am here to help. There is a link in my bio for my school community. I encourage you to join it. It's free to join. I'd love to have you there. I also do one-on-ones if you would like to do that. Bill says, hello, Cynthia. This is a good topic you're talking about tonight. Yeah, I like it when people, um, you know, kind of share their stories and learn, and it helps others. It's just hurtful, but I get it. Um, yeah, I'm sorry you're going through that. She probably doesn't even realize what she's doing. Um, and it doesn't sound like she's really good at listening, but uh, I think there needs to be some boundaries. Bill says, I remember when I was a kid, I laughed while I was drinking milk, and I had, oh, come out your nose, exactly. Probably not the most comfortable. Linda says, I've actually saved her life a couple times since I've been out here, the hospital, trying to unalive her. And, you know, she's blessed to have you there. You know, I'm sorry she's not turning out. Uh, so Skate is like, yes, Bill, that definitely burns. What was it, chocolate or regular milk? Or strawberry? There you go. Haha, Gray Man saying hi to Bill and back at ya. So, white milk, oh my gosh. Linda says, oh yeah, we had a very stern discussion about walking in on me. 6 years later, she still acts like she is insulted that she needs to knock. So she refuses to even knock. She would just stand at the end of the hall and holler and then get mad if I don't hear her. He's the reason I snuck the baby monitor in. Hence the reason. Yeah, not cool. She should respect that boundary. But guys, I'm starting to get real tired. Let's see. Yes, got an answer. It burns. I agree. And she's outlived everyone but me. You're it. Um, yeah, that's a nice long life though. So I definitely think she's lucky to have you. Meg says, okay, back again. Notified of water leaking in another apartment. Busy, busy. And Bill says, anyhow, it was nice seeing you. I have a friend who is schizophrenic, and the best thing I can do is just let her know that I'm there for her. Because that's hard, you know, it's got to be scary. And, oh, did I forget to come home, Carson? Oops, I'm sorry. That's good of you, Bill. Yes, no, you. I live alone. Last roommate didn't respect boundaries. And it seems like we're getting into a society where people don't respect boundaries like they used to. Thank you, Gary Mann. The chant's going to be ending. Yes, it is going to be ending very soon. I'm super tired. I wish I could do the one-on-one, but until get access, I'm almost out of cash and hopefully food stamps. I hate asking the government for help, but at this point, I can't hold a job. Yeah, I get it. I know. But yeah, hopefully things will look up and it'll be easier for you to do a one-on-one. I can work with you on the price too, but I get it. It sounds like you're kind of in a tough situation. Meg says he's upset over me cutting ties with him. He's laughable. He probably, I mean, they have feelings. He probably is upset, but if they're not gonna work on bettering the relationship, then it makes sense to end it. If it's fixable, fix it. If not, you know, it is time to move on. And I'm starting to get super tired. Linda, if you can go to any food banks, try to get a food bank. I agree. Save money where you can. If there are places you can get clothing, we have a church down here that does clothes. They have food. So yes, get some rest, and I will be back. And hope you will be okay from from the whatever I drank. Exactly. Thank you. Bill says, Cynthia, I'm getting out of here. You have a good night and catch you soon too. Schizophrenia, you have to get away from other people when they have an episode. Because of it might be good to have at least somebody there with them though. Linda says I have to run to the store for a minute, so I will have this on, but I won't be responding anymore while I'm driving. You need to take care of yourself. Like they always tell me, take care of you. Amen. They will calm down more. I agree. And Claudia, good to have you here. You'll look for my page. Yeah, please subscribe. And in the bio, it's a free community. Have I ever... Linda says, when my nephew kept talking about gang stalking, I never heard of it. Then I looked it up. Classic thing for schizophrenia. Oh, really? I did not know that. Interesting. I'm not saying they will do something, but it will calm them down. Okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah. Sometimes too, if you're like, what's wrong? That'll freak them out more. So Claudia, unfortunately, I've been on for 2 hours and I got to wake up in the morning. So feel free to watch the replay. It was a good conversation tonight. We talked about narcissism, relationships. Meg says this is interesting. I'm uncertain about the topic of the live. But it was interesting. So yeah, we did talk about narcissism and a little bit about schizophrenia, different mental illnesses. But I'm about to pass out, so I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. We also talked about my water poisoning. All right, good night, guys. Hit that like button before I log off. I appreciate each and every one of you. Linda, I'll be praying for you and everybody else in the chat. But hit the subscribe button. So thanks for joining in, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Good night. Yes, have a good night.